I'm not good at dealing with visitors. It reminds me of something bad. Be quiet, my old pal. You always let me hear everything clearly.
Yes, that's nice.
Seeds will grow up with the kiss of raindrop. So does hope. You always let me hear everything.
You'd better really have something.
What? What am I looking at? So your so-called sacred project is this gigantic IDM computer? I was curious about them during my stay in Laplace. Those later versions of the model are so much better than the 66 ones. But this one doesn't seem that far advanced to those. This is not a junk piece the man has sold you, is it?
Items of the phenomenal world are all a waste. This one is long broken. After the emanation, we couldn't find anyone to repair it.
Why do you keep referring to the storm as the emanation? What does the emanation mean?
It is the waves of Numa. We are the expellees of the world of forms. We were banished to this damp and dark cave. Everyone here is obsessed with the fake light on the wall, but forgets to look for the truth. Numa, however, will lead us to escape the cave and return to a more supreme realm.
Eh? You make it sound like we're living in piles of rubbish.
Aren't we?
Of course not. If you ask me, I'd say you have absolutely no idea how wonderful the outside world is, because you have never left here to try it yourself. Dr. Pepper, the music festivals, Rory Storm, the Hollies and the Rolling Stones. Oh, there are too many to count. If it weren't for this sick storm, I would still be riding a motorcycle in one of those races in London.
Your soul must be pretty contaminated.
And the computer, they can calculate extremely large numbers within seconds, better than hundreds of thousands of you combined together.
In the case of numbers, it's not the bigger the better. Also, This computer has never played a useful part in our study.
Come on, mate. You people just leave it in a cave. It's like sending an infant to the kitchen and waiting for it to bring you dinner. Never mind, you'll see what I mean after I fix it.
Can you fix an IDM, Regulus?
No, but I've seen the La Paz people do it. Shouldn't be too difficult, I assume. Oh, the dust! When was the last time you sent people down here to clean? Oh, some critters are nesting here. Oh, did I break into your party? Bertin, come give me a hand. They won't let me touch them.
No wingman is needed.
Interesting work.
Hush! I hear something. Comes to go down. Retreat! What? I can't make retreat. What? I can't make the call? Whose heart is beating so loud?
Wonder what's the time?
Talking out comes to go down.
Right wind.
Something. Radio waves are everywhere. Everywhere. Gee.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Atop the scale of justice.
Don't blink.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Whose heart is beating so
A
loud?
tooth for a tooth.
Oh?
Red 38 is about to return.
You fixed it. It's great to have you clean the laboratory, Regulus. Your floating point immediately reduced.
Oh, is that a compliment? Sounds like one to me. Thank you.
It's a wordplay, Captain. Infinity minus any numbers still equals to infinity.
Oh, fine, fine. I should have given up the idea of changing your eccentric sorting system a long time ago. What's the meaning of humans inventing computers if these machines were only left here for some critters to nest in?
Thanks to you, now we can have a look at the previous models, Regulus. But it's a pity since it only has the data before 2003. Everything in the past 4 years has gone missing. This is our chronology, Vertin. From 1999 to 2007, the emanation has taken place 7 times. In the initial 4 years, the emanation has a pattern. First, it brought us back to the 90s, then the 80s, and then the 70s. After that, it suddenly leaped to the 30s. In the subsequent 3 years, it took place twice.
Every record here can perfectly match what is in the Foundation's files. Wait, these are the records before 2003, you say? But this one refers to the storm in 1966, which happened recently.
These are indeed the records before 2003. What's following the records is our forecast.
That's to say, you prophesied the 1966 storm 4 years prior to its occurrence. How is this possible? That you are clever enough to develop such a precise mathematical model, while at the same time you just let the IDM become the home of these critters.
We just worked out the patterns in the number sequences.
You made such precise prediction even without leaving the island. That's incredible.
You don't need to go into a river to find out the pattern of its flow. Moreover, we would send people to observe in the phenomenal world. My mother was one of them. She is the co-author of this model. Nobody knows this computer better than her.
So you have a mother too?
2?
37. Where is your mother now?
Like many people, she was restored to her true form. Since then, I took over this laboratory.
The form, you said. 37. What is it?
What kind of question is this? The form, or the essence, is what's left of you after all the fakeness has been peeled off.
Now we are listening to the New Year collection. The world-famous painting Mona Lisa was found and returned to Musée du Louvre in the afternoon of December 13th. The U.S. Congress passed the Federal Reserve Act on December 23rd, formally establishing the Federal Reserve System. The conflict between Austria-Hungary and Serbia has escalated. Bulgaria challenged the Bucharest Peace Treaty. Tension is building up over the Balkan Peninsula. In London, futurists gathered under Big Ben, celebrating the upcoming 1914.
This is news of the outside world?
What about on your side?
Well, I am with Sophia. Arcana's still in the hall. She hasn't taken any action so far. Got it. Please keep an eye on the Manus followers. Be mindful of the restrictions set by the Bangle.
Who are you talking to?
Just checking up on Lilia.
Please stay vigilant during the patrol. This is the last place we need to check. We must keep this graveyard clean. Our dead deserve to be left in peace and undisturbed by the phenomenal world.
Miss Sophia, you said this is the graveyard?
Yes, the geometry graveyard it is called. 4 years ago, my father was restored to a geometric body on his way back to the island. So was 37's mother, who was also on that ship.
Why are you crying, Sophia?
I was wrong. We calculated it wrong, 37. We miscalculated the impacted area of the emanation. We thought the ships would be safe in the Gorgon current, but the safe area is in fact 5 degrees away. When the emanation happened, the bow of their ship had just entered the safe area. But it was too late. My dad is gone. So is your mom.
I know, but why are you crying? My mom and your dad have come back to us, right?
Have come back? Do you call this coming back? Like this? In the form of geometric bodies, cold and silent, being pushed to the shore?
No, they have gone somewhere further. Look at them. These geometric bodies. How pure and how elegant. I've never seen such perfect geometric bodies before. If they are not from the eternal and transcendental world of forms, how should we explain this?
37?
I'm going to study the emanation, Sophia. This is the best chance ever. The transcendental world finally opens its door to us. We will reach our hands to the forms and explore the oldest and eternal laws. Will you help me, Sophia? Next time I will definitely make a better calculation. I promise.
Thank you for assisting 37 with her research, Neto.
No, I didn't do anything. Timekeeper knows the storm better.
You have helped us greatly by just coming onto this island. For all this time, 37 has been locked up in the laboratory, refusing to talk to anyone, nor participate in any group study. Since the 2-day emanation in 1929. It is you who helped her revive her interest in other affairs in Apiron.
These are Timekeeper's contributions. I barely did anything.
I can't help 37. Because I don't see the charm of numbers. I lack the perception that an integer should have. That's why I can't see my own number.
The number's charm? Sorry, I have never thought about this. For me, Arcanum is my inborn mission. If you ask me, you are an unbelievably excellent Arcanist. You can flatten the ground, clean up the beach, and rectify errors. You did it in an efficient and precise manner, which is already an advanced ritual.
Any students who have sworn to knowledge can do this easily. They aren't doing my job because they wish not to waste time on these trivial fragments of the phenomenal world. Because they have seen the truth.
The phenomenal world is never complete. Like you can never draw a perfect circle there. No matter how much time you spend on it or how sophisticated your device is, it is impossible to draw a perfect circle in the phenomenal world. Arrows always exist. The floating points after the decimal can be reduced, but not destroyed. The perfect circle only exists in the abstract transcendental world. Of course, anyone in the world can find out the value of pi through the most primitive method. Egyptians, Greeks, Chinese, and Babylonians, they have all tried. They made circles with twine, painted on the ground with twigs, or measured the land with cubit rods. But none of them actually drew a perfect circle. However different their practices were, they found out the sole truth. The approximate value of pi. Because the essence of the circle is hiding in the imperfect manifestation of it. This is the truth. It is eternal, unchanged, pure, and transcendent. Anyone can reach out to it at any time, in any place, by any means, and everyone will get the same answer from it. The forms transcend all matters. The world of matters we live in is being flooded and destroyed by the tides of Numa. When the tides recede, what is left on the beach is the essence.
This doesn't sound right. Let me think. How come your theory reminds me of the Manus doctrine?
37. We see the storm very differently. Among all the other things, we saw it first of all as a disaster.
But earthquakes, floods, volcanic eruptions, these are also disasters. These catastrophic events happen not because they have a reason to destroy. They just happen in this world, like we do. This is what my mother taught me. She must be proud that she's a perfect geometric body now.
I'm sorry for mentioning your mother.
Why do you apologize, Furton? Are you feeling guilty? This is a very unusual feeling for a number like you.
I don't get it. Why did you say my number is 0?
I just saw it. The numbers of everything and every being would just emerge in front of me. I see it, and I speak it out loud. That's it.
210 told me numbers imply our fate.
Don't believe him, Verton. Numbers are just numbers. I know nothing about fate. Fine. I don't think I like 210. And the feeling goes both ways for us. Because I once said he is a poor number. 210 equals 2 times 3 times 5 times 7. He is the product of all prime numbers between 1 and 10. Looks like he has it all, but he doesn't have any real forte. He likes to sugarcoat himself with metaphors. Only those with a flawed essence would adore the trickery of words.
This is indeed an extreme comment.
And 6 is no better. Every leader of a Pyrrhon has been a 6. 6 is the perfect number since it equals the sum of all its proper divisors. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. But this number has been overrated. He's not that special.
What about your number? What does 37 mean?
I don't know. I am 37. I've known it since I was born. So does everyone else. People told me what it means, but I have never tried to prove their theory. I know very little of fate, so I always think, even if I find out their essences, does it mean I have known them better?
"37 once tried to tell me my number. She wrote it down and put it into a bottle, but I couldn't get up the courage to open it. I didn't want to know. I once made a horrible mistake. An unforgivable miscalculation. It makes me worried that I may also be a mistake. So I threw the bottle into the sea. This is how 37 is different from us. We are all prisoners of that cave. Only the wise one can find her way out of the cave and return to rescue the rest of us. I'm the ignorant prisoner who sits, and she's the wise one who returns. I will be crushed into dust by the truth, while she will be the star shining above it. The truth is like the stars in the night sky. Beautiful, but cold. It has been there long before my existence, and will stay that way long after I'm gone. It sheds no tears for the weak, nor laments the tragic fate. It's forever bright, and always moving forward. The person who avoids the truth is not qualified to study it. I'm sorry. My interpretation has been emotional.
No. I think I kind of know how you feel, Miss Sophia. However unworthy you think you are, there must be something we can do. Maybe we can't reach the core of the truth, but we can clean up the path to it for the future explorers. This is our fate.
Interesting insight. I have come to understand why 37 likes you so much. Let us go back to work then. Start from dusting the tombstones.
Alright, I've had enough of these Sol Numa related idle topics. I want to have a look at your model. Wow, seriously? How did you get this far?
This model has been proven wrong. For 4 whole years we had been optimizing it. But the emanation in 1929 only lasted for 2 days, which means our calculation was entirely a failure. That model is just like this computer. It's a piece of junk. And this is all I can present to you.
No, it's not junk. I think I know why your model didn't work.
What?
Manus Vindictae has changed history. They accelerated history, forcing historical events to happen earlier than they were supposed to. Thus, the storm in 1929 occurred sooner than it should.
No way. Controlling the emanation. Changing the history of the outside world. Numa is eternal and transcendental. It won't obey any orders given from the phenomenal world. Neither will it change its patterns because of some fragments.
I'm telling the truth, 37. I've been there, in the storm of 1929. Your model was not wrong. You just missed some key information. You've never been to the place where the storm falls, and thus know nothing about the symptoms of the storm syndrome and the true purposes of Manus Vindictae.
No! That's impossible! Even if there are means to control the emanation, it wouldn't be like this. If this is true, does it mean the phenomenal world, this insignificant phenomenal world, is more transcendental? Mother's model was defeated by this? Vertin, could you give us proof? The proof that Manus Vindictae accelerated history and triggered the emanation.
I swear I wasn't lying.
No, not like this. To prove it in front of Eperon. Go to our sacred place. To the Hall of Truth. In the depths of the cave. There, everyone can see the essence of the world. I beg you, give them your proof, just like how we submit the proof of our soul number.
Come here. Place your hand on it. Feel the texture. The craft is one of a kind, not some cheapie you can get from the flea market. I mean it. This is a keeling, and even the most traditional, delicate, and expensive kind. It has applied fiery red as the dominant color, and the stitches are perfectly neat. From the sea, just like you, darling. It arrived with a meerschaum pipe, a glass jar, a pack of sugar cubes, and a child in panic. Both she and the Keeling were born on the land where the craft originated. Their appearances apply the same dominant color, and the patterns in them share similar complexity. Oh, your curiosity is aroused, but we are not done with the carpets yet. You've always got to get a souvenir or two every time you reach a new place. So you will have something to show when you tell the stories one day, right? Look at these handmade fabrics. How splendid! Those incredible patterns were the only thing on the craftswomen's minds when they made the carpets. It's safe to say they have spent their whole life improving their skills at using the vertical loom. And that's how we get these carpet knots arranged in beautiful lines. But they are just people like us. What if they get distracted? What if the carpet knots go off the right track and get tied to the wrong threads? Then you will be in trouble. Big trouble. All the problems in the universe will come at you, and the situation will be even worse than the bureaucratic system of a millennial empire. I like the pragmatic quality in you. I'm sure it will make your life even more wonderful. The people will be impressed and line up to tackle the problems for you. Oh, don't be mad. Some make troubles and others deal with the troubles. That happens. You know, every question has a questioner when they are raised. Likewise, every error has a corrector when they are corrected. That's how we get to know them. The correctors, an ancient profession. Their duty is to remove the loose threads and iron out the wrinkles on the carpets. In the language of this island, that is to check the calculations on the papyri and even the holes on the punched tapes. No one is capable of doing this job except the altruists, because it is similar to unraveling a ball of wool. Besides finding the end of the threads, you must always pay attention to the cats. Yes, the cats. They may jump on the ball and make things even worse. And she, the red-haired little girl with the carpet in her arms, was overwhelmed at the beginning. Not yet familiar with the ruler, she tried her best to find the end of the threads. So the cats took the opportunity to jump on her together and left countless scratches on that little forehead. Poor girl. See, that's the problem every corrector has to deal with. Their job is to correct errors. But what if their own existence is also part of the errors? Oh, it's no big deal. There is more than one loom in this world. She left the complicated patterns behind and came to this simple kingdom featuring numbers only. There she made the first contact with a spinning loom named geometry. She had never seen anything like that before, and it was almost impossible for her to comprehend how it worked. She could hardly convert the numbers on the books into an actual diagram in her brain. Without a whole picture of what she was working on, she resorted to her hard work and more hard work. Then a long time passed, leaving one wound after another on her fingers. Later, the wounds even became calluses. In the end, her hands were no longer tender, but tough enough to resist the damage from the loom. Yes, she has won a place on this island for herself. Yes, she's a quick learner. She learned even faster than some of the locals. But that was not enough, because she has been outmatched by her playmate, the leading one in the field of mathematics on the island. That girl is like a perfect piece of satin born by nature. It is decorated by the beauty of mathematics and geometry. No manual work involved. In order to reach the showcase where that perfect piece lies, and to stay on the right track and fit into the school, she has done everything she could. But, she is still the most distinctive carpet there. Anyone can tell that as long as they spend some time on the island. Of course not. She's only a bit different from others. So she will continue to weave on the loom until one day the spindle pierces her callus and the fire burns everything to the ground. Shh. I should stop here. You know that mathematician who was thrown into the sea? He died because he said something he shouldn't have. Cut not wood on a public road. Open not an unwanted bottle. I don't know what to say next. I guess the best line for this circumstance is, see you later.
Wait a second, just a second. Isn't this still the dungeon? Are you setting us up?
All caves are interconnected. This is the way to our sacred place.
37, wait. I remember Sophia once told us that trespassing on the sacred place is a serious crime.
No worries. The restrictions were to help us not be distracted by the unimportant details in life. It would not stop us from seeking the truth.
Oh, excellent. I will tell it to the Abraxas when it shows up. Huh? Hey, 37. Are you sure this is the right way? My heart just sank as if I took a bite of those overnight potato chips.
Are you scared?
Oh, you wish. But when I was exploring underground with Lilia earlier, we ran into some fog like this one. Oh, it doesn't bring you any wanted guess, mind you.
Maybe you were their target because you are an irrational number.
Oh, is that so? You integers will be fine then. Good luck. Don't beg this pirate for help later.
Hold that. Something is coming out.
Huh? Roosted a head with two snakes as its feet. Abraxas. That's weird. Why are they here?
They're coming for us.
Ha! What did I say? Don't beg.
Regulus, prepare for battle.
Okay, I know. I was just teasing her.
The stone bangle is activated. But they're just Abraxas. Regulus, wait for their attack. Do not kill them.
What kind of request is this?
Listen to me, Regulus. That's of prime importance.
Fine. If it is of prime importance, this pirate will try her best.
Finally, some interesting work.
Who's hardish? I hear something. Talking out wants to go down.
Haven't you eaten? Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
A tooth for a tooth.
A little trick.
Feel its pain and know its regret.
speech? I hear something.
Fine.
Don't be so serious.
A little trick. An eye for an eye. Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
A tooth for a tooth. Feel its pain and know its regret.
Stay low profile. I don't want to be shunted to some radical department.
That's it! I still have 10 more songs to play!
These are not the same kind of Abraxas as we've encountered before. Do they have different varieties?
Wait, where is Miss 37?
Hey! Come on, keep up!
Did she just take off like that while we fought? Sneaky little... We should leave too, Vertin!
Wait a second, Regulus. Do you sense anything familiar in the fog?
Uh-huh, you bet. This is the first guest room we were put in when we first entered the island.
No, Captain. This apple has the same strange feeling. We saw the rise of Ceres in the same kind of fog. And before that...
That's the same fog as in the Elitial space.
That is to say... This fog is the cause of our illusion to see the Ceres and the Abraxas' attack.
Don't rush to conclusions. Follow 37 first. Oh, and what's that series you were talking about?
I just picked up a piece of paper. Like this, just bent over and reached to the ground.
What book is it?
Oh, probably just some math problems left from the critter's breakfast. You never know. Wait, the compounds of alchemy. The 12 gates leading to the discovery of the Philosopher's Stone. This is that alchemy handbook given to Edward IV by George Ripley. Why is it here?
Look at this, Captain. Of the Great Stone of the Ancients by Basil Valentine. The 112 books by Geber. Emerald's tablet in Latin. Seems like there are more ancient texts about alchemy hidden inside the whole, but they are all incomplete.
Oh, so maybe I need to crack some more crossword puzzles to find out about this.
Our caves endow people with wisdom. Our secret knowledge is hidden in the silent boulder walls. The knowledge in those books is just a drop in the ocean. Follow me, Regulus.
Vertin, you lot go ahead. Go with 37. I will meet you outside.
You want to read these books here?
The knowledge passed down through language can easily be distorted. Compared to the wisdom of a Perron, it's nothing.
No, I'm not going to stay here. I'm going back. Oh, alright, I might as well just admit that your cave indeed has the power to give people insights. If I follow its lead, perhaps I'll finally work out the answer about that little thing I've been carrying with me. Never thought that I'd find the answer here. Easy as picking up a shell on a beach.
What? You don't want to get closer to the truth?
Ah, of course I do. And that's precisely why I don't want to get to it so easily. I don't want it to be fed into my brain. Come on, it's the ultimate truth that we're talking about. If someone just tells me the ending of Lord of the Flies before I enjoy the book, I will throw them into the sea as you people do.
Oh. I only met 2 people who reject the truth. So this is the mindset of irrational numbers. I see. Thank you for being my subject of observation, Regulus. Go, Vertin. We have a long way ahead. Be careful, Regulus.
Don't worry, I know this place well enough by now. After all, I've never been so welcomed in any other place ever. Critters, monsters, creatures with strange heads. Do you worse. This pirate is not afraid of you.
Look at my back. Wanna watch the aerial stunts? Oh.
My sword sharp. Lenia sereno intenso ad infinito. I believe in you.
Fine.
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
A little trick.
An eye for an eye.
Depict the world I have never seen before. I believe in you.
A tooth for a tooth.
Sempre caro mi fu quest'ermo cole.
Haven't you eaten?
An eye for an eye.
Depict the world
Wanna
I
watch
have
the
never
aerial
seen
stunts?
before.
Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished.
Each moment, now night.
Right wind. interesting work.
An eye for an eye. Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished. Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full. Pay for thy sins with thy blood. A tooth for a tooth.
I hear something.
Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished.
Talking out calms people down.
Agents have guns. It's called common sense. Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
Talking out calms people down.
The law is above all else.
Look at my back.
A sword sharp.
A tooth for a tooth.
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
Feel its pain and know its regret. An eye for an eye.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
I believe in you.
A tooth for a tooth.
Leña sereno intenso ad infinito.
Fine. Wanna watch the aerial
A world
stunts?
I have never seen before.
A little trick. Don't blink.
Each moment, now night.
Resistance is futile. An eye for an eye. A tooth for a tooth. Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished. Feel its pain and know its regret.
It's all right.
An eye for an eye.
A sword sharp.
Off thou go. Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished.
I know the moon, and this is an alien city.
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
Haven't you eaten?
I believe in you.
A tooth for a tooth. An eye for an eye.
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
Feel its pain and know its regret. Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished. tooth for a tooth, an eye for an eye. Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished. Pay for thy sins with thy blood. A tooth off thou go.
Fine.
The law is above all else. Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
Don't blink.
Finally, some interesting work. Whose heart is beating? Whose heart is
An
beating
eye
so
for
loud?
an eye.
Talking out calms people down. Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
The law is above all else. A tooth for a tooth.
Depicts the world I
An
have
eye
never
for an
seen
eye.
before. Each moment, now night.
A tooth for a tooth.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
Noble or lowly. Sin.
I believe in you.
I hear something.
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
Don't be so furious. Retreat! What? I can't make the call? We should listen to what people say.
You found the right verse?
We should listen to what people say. Whose heart is beating so loud? Secrets always hide in careless words. Listen carefully. Don't be so furious. Agents have guns. It's called common sense. Up here on the boundless, the beginning of all things. Everything originates from it and returns to it. Infinity has no start and no end. But nothing would come into existence if there's only infinity. Look up there, Verton. Now they are presenting in their true forms. In their purest and newest forms. Our world was born from the wounds on infinity. When it's cut by finity, the patterns of the cutting are what we call mathematics. Thus, the essences of numbers exist inside all beings, and the patterns of all numbers exist in all matters. The length of a butterfly's wings and its body are in golden ratio, and the plant leaves grow on their stems in the pattern of the Fibonacci spiral. This is the most primitive rhythm of Arcanum, and it is also the beginning of our extraordinary study. This is the essence.
And how do I submit my proof?
Close your eyes, Vertin. Only when your eyes are closed will your mind open up. Now, stay fully concentrated and recall the question you want to verify. Only in the absolute contemplation can truth reveal itself to you.
The storm, the emanation, the storm syndrome. What?
I'm not good at dealing with visitors. It reminds me of something bad.
Apiron, the boundless, the beginning of all things. Everything originates from it and returns to it. Infinity has no start and no end. But nothing would come into existence if there's only infinity. Look up there, Vertin. Now they are presenting in their true forms. In their purest and newest forms. Our world was born from the wounds on infinity. When it's cut by finity, the patterns of the cutting are what we call mathematics. Thus, the essences of numbers exist inside all beings, and the patterns of all numbers exist in all matters. The length of a butterfly's wings and its body are in golden ratio, and the plant leaves grow on their stems in the pattern of the Fibonacci spiral. This is the most primitive rhythm of Arcanum, and it is also the beginning of our extraordinary study. This is the essence.
And how do I submit my proof?
Close your eyes, Vertin. Only when your eyes are closed will your mind open up. Now, stay fully concentrated and recall the question you want to verify. Only in the absolute contemplation can truth reveal itself to you.
The storm, the emanation, the storm syndrome. Where are they from? Foundation, Manus Vindictae, Aperon. What roles do they play? Why does the storm fall when history trembles? Why doesn't the storm fall into the misty land? What is the ingredient of asymmetrical nuclide R?
The world is a dark underground labyrinth. But Numa can guide us to go beyond all things and reach the exit. Vertin, can you see it?
It's burning! What's going on? Is somebody fighting with the Manus now? What's happening outside the cave?
Vertin, why are you straying? If the meditation goes beyond control, you will be thrown out of here. This would be a foolish mistake. The repair on this is...
Alas, no man shall bravest the storm and live. Including thee.
"37! 37! What happened? Were all those illusions? If it weren't for the heat of the stone bangle that wakes me up, would I go as crazy as they did? This stone reminds me of the spinning wheel. The collector of asymmetric nuclei are. If the reagent turns gold after reacting with the fog here, that means the fog contains elements that can be immune to the storm. The color changed faster than I thought. The concentration of R is hundreds of times, no, thousands of times higher than in the Manus' masks. In other words, whoever owns this cave can produce the protective equipment of the storm in big numbers. Is that the reason why Arcana is here?
Oh, Mother, our model. Has it failed? Has it failed?
I need to take 37 out of here. So the Abraxas were people from the Manus. The fog here can affect people's minds, like those around the lake in my suitcase. Have the Manus found a way to launch attacks without being punished by the bangle? Or don't they care about the price they will be paying anymore? I hope Regulus didn't throw my words to the wind. I have to get rid of them first, and go out to join the others.
back.
The peace agreement no longer works. Or is it safe as long as the contracting parties have no intention to fight? The conditions are not clear. A reckless attack may lead to the punishment of the Bangle. I have to be careful with the method and timing of attacking.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
Shh! I hear something.
Yay! Tiffany!
Talking out calms people down.
Sorry, I did it on purpose.
Haven't you eaten? Wanna watch the aerial time? A tooth for a tooth. Right win. The law is above all else. Shit. Wanna watch the aerial stunts? An eye for an eye. Fine.
Cartier!
A tooth for a tooth, noble or lowly. Sin shall be punished. Right win.
Sorry, I did it on purpose.
ВДВ. Сколько побед? An eye for an eye.
Tiffany!
Whose heart is beating so loud?
Swallow my exhaust!
The law is above all else.
Wait. The body is melting. It turns into a seed. So this is how the manners fight against the restrictions. They sacrifice one man to feed another. Shh! I hear something.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Whose heart is beating so loud?
scene will be left.
Right win.
Pigeons have guns. It's called common sense.
Nighty-night. I wish you sweet dreams.
We should listen to what people say.
Fine. A tooth for a tooth.
Cartier!
Secrets always hide in careless words. Listen carefully.
Right win. Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished.
Fall in love with me.
hear something.
Хорошо.
Tiffany's!
A little trick.
The sacrificed follower has been absorbed by the seed. Is this some...
In a cave, one can see the fall of everything.
37? Can you hear me?
Mother.
ВДВ. Сколько побед!
Cartier! Swallow my exhaust!
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
The dead followers turned into geometric symbols. Is it because of the cave? So the seed is the form of Manus Vindictae.
The forms transcend all matters.
Things are not as simple as I thought. I must make a plan and exercise great care.
No memory of the scene will be left.
A tooth for it, an eye for an
Whose
eye.
heart is beating so loud?
99. I wish you sweet dreams.
Feel its pain and know its regret. Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished.
Don't be so furious.
A tooth for a tooth,
I hear something.
an eye for an eye. Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished.
Radio waves are everywhere. Everywhere.
Sorry, I did it on purpose.
Resistance is futile. A tooth for a
Whose
tooth.
heart is beating so loud?
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Talking out Constable down.
Fall in love with me. Oh!
This trial is mine to judge.
The peace agreement no longer works. The condition of
A tooth for a
Heart is
tooth.
beating so loud.
Fine. Feel its pain and know its regret.
Radio waves are everywhere. Everywhere.
Wait, it turns into... See? So this is how the Manus fight against the restriction. They sacrifice one man to feed another.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
I hear
An
something.
eye for an eye. A little trick.
Oh?
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
The sacrificed follower has been absorbed by the seed. Is this some kind of ritual?
In your cave, one can see the fall of everything.
37? Can you hear me?
Mother.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
I hear something.
Talking out Constable down.
Fall in love with me. Cartier.
A tooth for a tooth.
Fine.
Bang.
The law is above all else.
The dead followers turned into geometric symbols. Is it because of the cave? So the seed is the form of Manus Vindictae.
The forms transcend the matters.
Things are not as simple as I thought. I must make a plan and exercise great care.
Whatever. What's my deal?
A tooth for a tooth.
Swallow my exhaust.
Nighty-night. I wish you sweet dreams.
Form of Manus Vindictae. It's more distorted than I thought. It's all over.
Red 38 is about to return.
Vertin, finally! The Manus suddenly emerged everywhere like ants. Lilia and I couldn't take them all down. I would have acted sooner if you hadn't told me not to pick fights.
Bleen, all they want is to attack, even if their blood will be sucked out. Insane! back when we were spying on them. I told Sanetta to screw the peace agreement through the radio. I knew those geometry psychos and the Manos would go mad sooner or later. They were not that crazy when they were solving the math problems. There! What the hell happened down there?
The cave is the key to be immune to the storm. There is a cave on this island, which has the same effect as my suitcase. That's what the Manis are after.
What?
But hasn't she also put on the stone bangle? Even if she can break free from that bangle, there is no way she'd let her followers keep carrying out suicide attacks. And if she has signed that peace agreement, how will she take the cave from a Byron?
Burton. What's that?
I'm afraid you have overstayed your welcome, Ms. Arcana. I have to regrettably remind you not to overstep the boundaries, despite the great help you've given to us.
I take not thought for needless disputes. But to ask a simple question. The great philosophers, ye seek the ancient wisdom, follow the sage's teaching, and pursue the noble virtues. You are separated from the world for thousands of years. And you have not gained the human's understanding, nor have you sought for it. I find pleasure in this allegory of the cave. However, hast this been unto thee? That too led us to the exile in this cave.
What are they? I've never seen these before. Why are they here? These things should not appear on this island.
No! 37, no!
Sinetto, did you bring the humans' army here?
This trial is mine to judge.
I believe in you.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
I know the moon, and this is an alien city.
Don't blink! Fine.
A tooth for a tooth.
A little trick.
Feel its pain and know its regret.
It's all right.
ВДВ. Сколько
The
побед.
law is above all else.
Swallow my exhaust.
A tooth for a tooth. Off thou go.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
A little trick.
Haven't you eaten?
It's alright.
Finally, some interesting work. Hey, I'm the support staff.
Look at my back.
I believe in you.
Fine.
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
Right wind.
Haven't you eaten?
My sword sharp.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
An eye for an eye.
I know the moon, and this is an alien city.
Don't blink.
Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished.
Here.
I believe in you.
ВДВ. Сколько побед.
A tooth for a tooth.
Legna sereno intenso ad infinito.
Swallow my exhaust.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
My sword
Wanna
sharp.
watch the aerial stunts?
I know the moon, and this is an alien city.
Oh.
It's alright.
Here.
Depict the world I
Fine.
have never seen before.
An eye for an eye.
Each moment, now night.
Oh.
Finally, some interesting work. Whose heart is beating so loud? Oh? Agents have guns. It's called common sense. Hey, I'm the support staff. Retreat! What? I can't make the call? I hear something. Radio waves are everywhere.
This trial is mine to judge.
My sword sharp.
A tooth for a tooth.
Sempre caro mi fu quest'ermo cole.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
I believe in you.
Fine.
I know the moon, and this is an alien city.
Right wind. Haven't you eaten?
An eye for an
The
eye.
world I have never seen before. Each moment, now night.
Here.
A tooth for a tooth.
Wanna watch the aerial
An
stunts?
eye for an eye. Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
A little trick.
Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished. Resistance is
Haven't you
futile.
eaten?
Finally, some interesting work. Hey, I'm the support staff.
Look at my back.
I hear Sapo's heart is beating so loud.
Fine.
Talking out calms people down. Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
Don't blink. Haven't you eaten?
I believe in you.
I hear something.
Sempre caro mi fu quest'ermo cole.
Whose heart is beating
Wanna
so
watch
loud?
the aerial stunts?
Oh?
A little trick.
It's alright.
Haven't you eaten?
We should listen to what people say.
My sword sharp.
Fine.
Secrets always hide in careless work. Listen carefully.
I know the moon, and this is an alien city.
Right wind.
This trial is mine to judge. An eye for an eye. Pay for thy sins with thy blood. Resistance is futile.
I'm not good at dealing with visitors. It reminds me of something.
Hey ho, let's go! Equipment check.
Just as what's been practiced countless times.
I can't wait anymore! Just start me up!
Whose heart is beating so loud?
Woohoo! Release! Rock, rock, rock! Change the world!
Talking out calms people down.
Don't touch my bag!
Alright, just one thing. I will be home by 10 p.m.
Silence.
Party in the sky and on the air.
Take it easy. Handle it gently.
Start me up!
Flying handbag for only 3,000 perfect aunties. Try for free. Try for free.
Left hand's up. Now right hand's up. Don't touch my bag!
A tooth for an eye for an eye.
They're just little games.
Feel it, pain, and know it regret.
Lights!
Resistance is futile.
Take it easy.
Start me up!
My child, here's something fun for you.
Left hand's up. Now right hand's up. Peace and love. Peace and love. you ready to be blood? Are you ready? Start me up.
A tooth for a tooth.
Are you ready to shake? Woohoo! Release! Rock, rock, rock! Change the world!
Feel it pain and know it regret.
Don't be so hard.
May the peace be with us. I believe in you.
Off thou go.
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee. Sempre caro mi fu quest'ermo cole.
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full. An eye
They're
for
just
an
little gates.
eye. An eye for an
Start
eye.
me up.
Feel it pain and know it regret.